Too many zip ties.
Too many zip ties for 1 inch of wire.
We're trying to figure out if the starter works or not.
Zip ties?
Because I think it's a wiring issue. Just by judging by the mess that we're tearing apart right now.
5 zip ties. 5 zip ties in 1 inch of space. Well, 2 inches or something like that.
Because normally when it's...
That's what they zip tied it all for, because there's a bunch of plugs just laying here. Yay, TBI to carbureted.
That one wire I was looking at, I can't see anything back there.
This motherfucker out of here. Too. This clips to nothing,
That other,
so.
yeah, that other black wire that was hooked up to it.
Okay, that just wasn't doing anything.
It looked like it was the signal wire. Let me see if I can find it.
You want to hop up in here?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll move.
There's a thick black wire. It's the one with that little twist cap on it.
Yeah.
That one's hooked up to where I think the signal is at.
It's supposed to be at.
Yeah.
Or, well, wasn't supposed to be at, but is now.
Yeah, because these weeds are getting ridiculous.
Yeah, no.
We could move it if we could get it to start, actually, because there's plenty of gas in it. See if I can find it.
See if anybody's looking for any beds or not for me.
Yeah.
If I can get that sold, that's what I'm going to use the money on, is getting this thing running and on the road.
Yeah.
Alright, am I right? Damn straight I am.
This is the one that runs from the battery, isn't it?
Yeah.
This one right here? Damn. Yeah, that's the alternator one. I can't see the wire that I saw down there because it runs into another one of these things. My hand is on it. Where the fuck does this thing go?
Places.
Dude, what the fuck?
It goes somewhere. I mean, it probably goes nowhere, but it runs somewhere.
That's the one that is on the signal, but I can't fucking trace it anywhere hardly at all. Because I cut through my 0 gauge with utility knives. You almost need a bolt cutter to get through this shit. There it goes. Now I can pull it. No, you let go. Let go! There's the wire.
That's one that runs to the starter.
Yep. So now we play the touching stuff to the battery game again.
Oh Lord.
I love this game. Let's see if that one will stay. This kind of scares me because I'm like sitting.
I'd move your legs, honestly, because that fan's gonna want to fucking
Shit,
move.
I'm getting out of here now.
Yeah.
I'm getting out of the engine bay before.
You lose legs.
Well, yeah, I didn't even think. Wait, there's no belt hooked up to it.
Well, just get it, see if it'll crank, and I'll put the belt back on.
I'll just touch it quick and see if I hear anything.
Oh, move your fucking knee. You're against the damn fan.
The fan's not gonna turn. It's not hooked up to a belt. The fan's hooked up to the water pump, not the
Oh,
crank.
that's true. I'm retarded.
Okay. Fucking. Oh no. Are you serious? Ooh. It did nothing, but it got hot. Really fucking hot. We got it off. Had to take the slave cylinder out, but it's completely off. They had one wire hooked up to this one. It's labeled S, so I'm guessing that's signal. There's another one labeled R. I don't know what that is, but it wasn't hooked up. And the nut's missing, so I'm not sure what the deal is. But we're gonna get it tested tomorrow and see if it works. I wonder if this is anything important.
I doubt it.
Hopefully not.
I guess I'll find out tomorrow.
But it's off. Starters are cheap. Cheaper than the water pump even.
Yeah.
So.
I was talking to a guy on one of the Chevy truck pages.
Yeah.
Got an upgraded starter for his truck. It was only like 120 bucks. So if that's junk, I know what I'm getting.
Yeah. But at least now we can get it tested and find out for sure.
Yep.
Is it like everything still turns in here and it does what it's supposed to? So might have just been a bad solenoid too. But regardless, we're wiring this thing. I'll put a 0 gauge hooked up to that and run new wires for those and just say fuck the old wiring, because fuckface said that the wiring was what shorted it out, which I don't believe for a minute, but I don't trust that wiring in there anyway.
Nope.
Because at least if we do it, we know it's done right.
Well, our right.
Well, it'll be getting enough power at least.
Turbo Dakota. What do we got here, Jacob?
We're putting a starter in because where's the... what did I do with that one? This is not how you make a starter connection.
Nope.
So I'm going to run a new alternator lead and a new starter lead.
Here she is, though. It's a new starter.
Yep. I forgot I have...
Make sure you bring that shit out next week, too.
Alright, what you got going on here?
Hooking the fuel line back up and I'll put the air filter back on. And then we can probably just touch the signal wire to the battery and try to start it.
Got the new starter put in already. Ran all new wire, because it's going to be hardwired.
Yep.
Ran straight to a button.
Are you going to run the starter to a button?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it.
That's what you do.
Right there. It's like $6.
I already checked to make sure it was in neutral. And there's no power running to the ignition, so it won't start.
Yeah.
So let's just try to turn it and see what it does. We should be fine, but I'll make sure this fuel goes. This gas reeks.
You're welcome.
Ugh.
What's wrong with the smell of fuel?
This stuff like is burning my throat because it's all like in my nose and my mouth and stuff.
Close
I
your,
drove the 240
close
for
your
so
fucking
long
mouth.
with the fuel pump leaking in the trunk.
You just used to
I got
it.
used to it.
That hose is clear of the water pump. We don't have a belt on here, but I'll just see if it
Just see if it
if
cranks.
there's any life. See what happens. I heard something. We did it!
Woohoo!
Should I get the belt, see if it'll start?
Get the belt, yep.
Alright.
Take the camera.
I was-
Or Nate can do it.
Yeah.
You got 3 people.
I'm good for something.
Well, it lives. I didn't hear any grinding either, so I think we're alright.
Sounded pretty
I want
good.
to do it again.
Oh yeah, that's good.
The motor sounds good too.
Okay.
Is it on?
Yep.
Is it straight? Hold on, hold on,
Here,
hold on.
hold on. This hurts so bad.
Okay, it's good down there. I
You're
see.
good.
I just want to make sure it was straight on that tension pulley
Oh,
too.
hang on, move your hand. Don't put your hand down there.
Yeah, that's right here.
Idler. Is
Right there.
it on?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, are we ready to try to start it?
Put the filter back on.
Let's
Here.
not, because we can't shut this
That's-
thing off.
That's true.
If we have to, I'll just close the choke on it and make it shut off.
You can't shut it off.
Hey, you can.
It's got
The
the-
switch inside shuts it off.
But if it does something really crazy, I want to shut it off quick. Let's leave the filter off, and I want to see if it's spraying too much fuel. Where's your throttle at on the other side?
Yeah,
I
it's on this side because it chokes on that side.
Where's it at? Is that it?
Yep.
Come on, you bitch.
I don't know if it's getting fuel or not. I don't see any fuel coming in.
No, I can smell fuel.
I can smell it.
It's probably slowly coming. Pushing all that air out of that.
Ooh, did you hear that?
That's the pedal.
Oh, damn it.
Watch your elbow when you bring it back. Man.
It's going away now. Runs good. Oh yeah, dude. Still sounds like a wet fart. What? The exhaust. Fuck yeah. Let it warm up for a little bit, and then we can go rev it a little bit and then shut it off.
My truck lives. Still blowing.
I don't hear any ticking or knocking or anything.
Still blowing smoke like a motherfucker. When you rev it.
Rev?
Yeah.
Here, you rev it. I want to see. I'll take the camera if you want.
What are we looking for?
It said it was blowing smoke.
It's a lot of white smoke when he started it.
Well, that's... I don't see any more. It was just dirty, probably. More. It's good, I think. You know what it probably was? It was moisture drying out. It's good. It was just moisture is probably all it was, because my truck does the same thing after it sits. It sounds fucking good. I love the sound of this thing. Don't put an exhaust on it.
I still want to.
Now you can move it at least. So we're back again with the Chevy. Colby, I think he got the water pump out, yeah? Looks like he got the water pump pulled. So he's out at AutoZone right now getting a new one. Hopefully he was able to get his fan off.
I grabbed it like this and it was the right one. I was like,
9/16.
Yeah.
We got the new water pump. Let's see, where's the... Show them the attempted leak fix. That's JB Weld probably.
There's the hole right there, and this is most likely JB Weld. Most of it's down here. There's not even really any up here.
It was probably still on the truck when they put it on there, and they just...
Probably. Most likely because it's angled the way it would be.
What sucks though is this, the water pump was $20. They were too cheap to go spend $20 on a water pump, but they were willing to spend $10 on JB Weld. And I just made this adapter for the shift knob that we're going to put on it. It looks like ass, but we're going to hide it.
It's got a rubber boot we can hide it with.
Yeah. You wanted the beer tap shifter. It's a coupling nut and a washer and lots of Harbor Freight welds. Lots and lots. Ew. Careful with those coils that are on. I'm so jealous of how easy this water pump is to put on though.
I'm not jealous of the big-ass wrench that just about broke my toe with this whole adapter and...
That wrench sucks.
I was going like this.
Did it drop off? Yep.
Boom! Right in front of my toe. I'm like, nope.
No more toes for you.
That's kind of cool, honestly.
What?
I'll have the oil pressure gauge just sitting there.
Where's it sitting at? It'll work. We blew the clutch master cylinder out. But everything's sucked up so I can run at least. Touch the button once, just real quick. Yep. Is everything turned on in there? Like the ghetto-ness?
My ghetto-ness is not turned on yet. Hold on, wait a second, let me turn my swag on.
At least we got a button this time and not a wire that I'm just touching to the battery.
Alright. Battery's like almost dead.
It should be alright.
Ready?
Yep. gas. More gas. Oh. I have to hold the throttle for a little bit till it gets warm.
No, the fucking towel make my fucking...
Oh. I put it down there so we won't get brake fluid all over the floor. It's got a real slow drip at that bolt, so we'll probably have to put Teflon tape on it and use that nut. But it's really, really slow. What?
Oil pressure at 45 psi.
Hey, that's right where it's supposed to be at. Thing runs good. Is there anything dripping out of that gauge?
Nope.
Alright. That's not blowing. What?
No backfire.
It doesn't backfire. It's probably because those cast headers are really small. There's no smoke though, like there was the other day, but that was probably dust and shit burning off of it. And there's brake fluid on the exhaust right now too, so. $3.50.
My gas gauge is dropped like 2 dashes.
You just killed 2 dinosaurs, you asshole.
My horn works.
It didn't work for me. What the fuck? I'd probably.
It never worked before either. Maybe that fixed it.
Maybe when I was like, hey, what is this?
Horn, dude.
It's not the worst. It's not as bad as my truck. My truck's pretty bad. It sounds like a Buick horn. Alright guys, so I just realized I didn't make an ender for the truck video for Colby's truck. Of course we got it running, as you could tell in the video. I think that was pretty much where we ended. It was just it running and idling. Truck ran fine, let it run for like 15-20 minutes. Didn't overheat or anything. We don't have a temp gauge on it, so we couldn't tell, but we know from previous experience that when the thing overheats, it blows white smoke out the valve covers and stuff because the oil gets really hot. And we know what it sounds like when it starts to get hot. It sounded perfectly healthy. The truck is running really good. So at this point, all it's left to do is we have to put like some of the front stuff together, like the radiator mount, the fan shroud, the lights, the front headlights, taillights, grill, just body parts need to be put back on. And then there's that damn clutch. When we took to get the starter out, you have to remove the slave cylinder. Don't know why they set things up that way. Maybe the whole hydraulic clutch was an afterthought on these Chevys. I don't know. And what had happened was when we removed it, the seal on the end and the rod that actually pushes the pressure plate, or the clutch arm, I can't even think of what it's called for the pressure plate, popped off and it dumped all its fluid out. So we just said to hell with it. We got this new starter and got it running, and we were in the process of bleeding the clutch out. And the truck has a really heavy clutch, of course, because it's a truck. And when we got it bled and we got almost all of the air bubbles out of it, and then we went to see how hard the clutch was to push, and when I went to push it all the way to the floor, it blew the seal in the back of the clutch master cylinder out, which really sucks. So it needs a new master for the slave cylinder. Fortunately, at least on this truck, the slave cylinder is separate, or the slave cylinder master is separate from the brake, so it's not like we're pissing the brake fluid all over the place as well, which is kind of a relief. I'm gonna double check everything and make sure that when the slave cylinder was put back in, that it wasn't put back in wrong. But I really doubt that it was. But there's a chance of that. Just to make sure it's functioning properly. And then of course the new master, at least we'll have a warranty, so if we break another one we can fix it. But the old one was really ghetto. Like there was something weird with like the cap on it was zip tied on when we got it. Of course, I drove it all the way back though, and it never blew. So I'm not sure. But we're gonna check everything once we take it all apart, because we have to take it all apart again anyway. So I'll check, make sure that I put the slave back in right, get the new master cylinder. Once that is done, we can actually move the truck and drive it. In fact, if the original slave hadn't popped apart on us, we would be driving it right now. But of course, with that done, with that broken, we can't do that. But we can start the truck, we can run the truck, we can get everything else done, which is good because that's the biggest thing with it sitting. It's not good for anything to sit. So at least we can start the truck, hear it run. Seems like pretty much every issue it had has been fixed. No more leaking water pump. Starter works. We can start it and just let it run and keep it nice and healthy. We've got a little bit more wiring to do. If you guys have seen the video where we picked up the truck, there's that really ghetto way we have to start the thing. We have a push button in the interior, at least now for the starter. We just need to rewire it, or mount it somewhere, not rewire it. Also, the truck needs a new ground, because I don't know if we showed it, but all the wiring in that truck is jank. It's so bad. We reran new positives to the battery, 0 gauge positives, because I have a bunch of 0 gauge all over the place that I thought I was going to need for the, I can't even remember what I bought it for. I think I bought it for the truck relocation, and I ended up with a lot more than I needed, because, I mean, if you're going to buy 0 gauge, you can't really pick it up just anywhere, so I bought a ton of it at once. That's going to be it for this video, guys. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. This video should be coming up after part 6, I think, for the truck turbo build, the Dakota turbo build. So I think we'll have probably 2 uploads in a row coming up here, maybe, depending on how soon I can get this video rendered. Our uploads lately have been kind of all over the place. Like, we'll go upload 2 or 3 really fast and then go like almost a week without them. There's just a lot of stuff going on right now. I'm really busy. Colby's really busy. We've been waiting on parts. I think the truck, basically the part 6 turbo build and Colby's truck build both took about like 4 or 5 days total of clips and stuff, like just a little bit at a time, because we were waiting on parts and this and that. So that's pretty much the situation we've had. I've got another surprise coming up here pretty soon. Nate has a project car that we haven't said anything about yet, and we're going to be doing a lot of work on that in about a week or so. So we should have a lot of good stuff. We're just trying to get more consistent with uploads, but with just the situations, there's really nothing we can do about it. So hopefully pretty soon here we can be a little bit more consistent with uploads, and we've got a couple other projects coming up here. So that is it for this video, guys. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.